Alright, what is up guys, Nate4 here and welcome back to yet another movie review, and today we're going to be talking about the Suicide Squad 2021, not to be confused with the 2016 version. And I apologize, I meant to have this video out a few days ago, but I've been busy and I've been doing other projects, so I apologize, that is my fault. But you guys get it now, so better late than never in my opinion. But yeah, we're going to be talking about the movie. Was it good? Did it suck? Did it exceed my expectations? Was it, overrated? We're going to be talking about it. Was it better than the original? We're going to see. Is it roughly around the same? We're going to talk about it. And, feel free to drop a like on the video, man. It'll help me out a ton, and I would appreciate that. Why not? It's free. Take you less than 5 seconds. So, yeah, definitely do that. But without further ado, let's talk about the movie. Now, there is a lot of confusion about this movie. A lot of people don't know what it is. Is it a sequel? Is it a reboot? Well, the director and writer of the film has come out and said that it is a standalone sequel. And a lot of people are just like, oh, what does that mean? So we're going to talk about that. Honestly, I'm pretty sure it's pretty much like The Mask, right? In the first Mask movie, we got Jim Carrey, at the end of the movie, he throws the mask off the bridge. It, flows down the water, all that stuff. And then in the second movie, we get Jamie Kennedy, and, his dog, he picks up the mask, he brings it to Jamie Kennedy. And then the rest of the movie just feels completely different. So, there's some type of connection there, but they just feel completely different. So I think that's what they're doing with this movie in a sense. Some of the same cast members return from the first one into this one, but the rest, the feel of the movies just feel completely different. So you get this sense they're not really connected. They're kind of their own thing. But after watching both, I will pretty much say that it is its own thing. It's like a standalone movie. It is kind of a reboot. This is pretty much just saying, we don't know what the first Suicide Squad movie was, but this right here is what it should have been, alright? So I guess it is technically a reboot in a sense, and that is not a bad thing, ladies and gentlemen. I am proud to say that this is definitely a step in the right direction. And you see, the movie's been getting really great reviews. At one point, it even had 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, so everyone is praising the movie, saying it's great, one of the best comic book movies ever. The cast, they all give it their A games. You got Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, always a good time. You got Idris Elba in here, kind of like the replacement for Will Smith in a sense. He's pretty good in here. You got John Cena, he's also pretty good, I have to admit. You got Viola Davis, also good. You got Pete Davidson, he's here. It's just everyone's here. Sylvester Stallone is even in here as the voice of the shark. King Shark, I think is his name. So yeah, you got some pretty good, all-stars in here. You get some pretty interesting characters, and it's just a really good time, man. It's action-packed, it's funny, it's bloody, it's emotional. Honestly, it's just Suicide Squad. It's what it should have been back in 2016. And I can't say much bad about the film. Like I said, I think, I think it's just slightly overrated. You guys hyped it up like it was the best thing ever, and I watched it and I enjoyed it, but I don't think it was as great as all of you guys said it was. And that was my problem with Black Panther 2, man. Y'all hyped that movie up like it was the greatest thing to ever hit the big screen. Then I watched it, I was like, it's good, but it ain't as great as you guys hyped it up to be. Everyone and their moms was talking about, oh, Wakanda Forever, oh, Chadwick Boseman, oh, Michael B. Jordan. I'm just like, okay, I get it, guys. It's good, but it's not that great. But we're not talking about Black Panther, okay? We're talking about the Suicide Squad, and it's a great time, man. If you need something that will bring you laughs, joy, and a little bit of tears, then watch this movie. Now, I will say I am glad that it got the R rating, because this movie, it needed it, okay? And I'm definitely glad with that, man. This movie, it takes everything with the R rating, and they say, what, we're going to go over the top with everything, with the violence, the language, the nudity. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go over the top, just full throttle. We're not gonna stop anytime soon. So it deserves the R rating. And I will be honest, I was a little skeptical about this movie at first. And that being because I was like, man, this looks a little too goofy, I don't know. And then I was like, there's a lot of characters in this movie. I don't know if they're going to be able to juggle all of these characters with the runtime that it has and everything. But then, I remembered, it's James Gunn. He knows how to make a good movie. So I was like, okay, maybe he can pull through. He's, used to doing the Marvel films and stuff like that. So I was like, man, DC, I don't know, maybe he can, make some little magic over here, and he did. So I am glad. A lot of people are saying it's the best DC movie. A lot of people saying, oh, it's James Gunn's best work, and I'm just like, I don't know about that one, but it's a pretty good movie. You know, I enjoyed it. I'd watch it again. So yeah, I can't really say much, you know, too bad about the movie, but it's not perfect. All right, it does have some problems. And we're gonna talk about those problems. All right, like I said, it's nothing like too significant, you know, but it does have its flaws. Now, my main problem with this movie was that okay, hold on. This is spoiler territory, so if you don't want to, you know, hear anything spoilerish about the movie, I'm pretty sure I already said some spoilers. But if you don't want to hear like anything too significant, leave right now. All right. Now, the movie does, well, at least the trailers, they leave you to believe that all the characters, they're going to have a key role. They're all going to, you know, play a big part into saving the world and stuff like that. And that does not happen, okay? The trailers led us to believe that, but then in the movie themselves, the characters themselves, sorry, they all, well, at least majority of them just die off in like the first, like, maybe 10 minutes. So I'm just like, come on, like, I get it, it's like a cool bait and switch, you know, it led us to believe that everyone's gonna survive, but, you know, the movie itself is just like, oh, wait, what? Like, that's a good idea, but it kind of happens so sudden to the point where it's just like, I don't even remember these characters' names. Like, I don't even know the name of this character. I don't even know who was, you know, playing as this character. So that's a little bit of a problem for me personally. Maybe you guys might be like, oh, that's the point. You know, it's supposed to be like, oh, who's that guy? Who's that character? It doesn't matter. And I get it. It's probably, you know, a joke, but it was a little bit of a problem for me personally. But that was pretty much it. The humor was pretty solid. The violence pretty solid. Everything. So I think that was honestly like my only problem with the movie. The runtime was pretty appropriate, I guess. The characters also pretty enjoyable. So yeah, Suicide Squad, you did good. Now I will say that it was pretty obvious that some characters were gonna survive. You know, like Harley Quinn and Bloodsport. But this movie did have some pretty pleasant surprises. You know, being Bloodsport and Polka Dot Man. They're pretty good in this movie. I really enjoyed their characters, and I really enjoyed how, you know, James Gunn, he was able to, you know, give these characters some, you know, character development, not just kill each and every last one of them off. So I enjoyed that. I really did. And I'm pretty satisfied with the movie overall. It was pretty fun, pretty enjoyable, over the top. So yeah, it's pretty much what you'd expect, man. So, you know, I'd give this movie, yeah, I want to keep talking about the movie, but it's starting to rain and stuff like that, so I'm just going to cut this one a little short. Sorry about that, guys. I really am. And I want to put it out already so it doesn't be like, oh, the movie came out like a week ago. So yeah, I do want to put this movie out, but overall, it's, you know, good, fun, over-the-top action, blood, comedy, good time. Characters, good, it's emotional. Can't say much bad about it. So if I have to give this movie a rating, I'm actually going to give it a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie. You know, it's getting really great reviews. Everyone's really praising it. So, hey, it's doing something right. It's making a lot of money, you know, aside from them putting it on HBO Max. But, yeah, man, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do, man. But I'm in A4, and I am out. Peace.